Over the years that I developed tooth whitening material, I also learned as a dentist that biofilm uh, is what causes gum disease ultimately, and that we use a low concentration, 2% hydrogen peroxide, and the advantage of it is that the super gingival biofilm, where normally the pathogens collect from your mouth, because you've got jillions of bacteria in your mouth, and some of them are pathogens, and so they come and live in the biofilm. And by using our trays, or number one, our Perio Renew, because it breaks down the super gingival biofilm, but it also, because it's delivered in a tray, hydraulic pressure is created. And so it forces the material 3 to 4 millimeters down underneath the gum and the tooth. And that's where the plaque was beginning to form. And so it stops or slows down subgingival plaque formation. 75% of all adults have some periodontal disease. So it's extremely important, because the downside, studies from the top biologic laboratories in the country, as an example, Frontier Biological Laboratories, they have proven that the link to many, many diseases, we call them oral systemic diseases, the link is the mouth. Periodontal disease. It's one thing to be speaking towards stopping plaque formation, because we know it's the plaque that ends up causing gum disease, causing the formation of periodontal pockets. And the problem is that, brushing and flossing, you clean up the supergingival biofilm very, very well with brushing and flossing. But the problem is, 75% of us, this process has been going on down below the gum line. And with the Perio-Renew approach, to get this low concentration oxidizing agent, that's 2% hydrogen peroxide, down below the gum to defeat the plaque that forms down there. And it's within this plaque, it houses all these bacteria and these pathogens in there. And one of the main pathogens is gingivalis. Gingivalis, it goes right to the patient's immune system, and this is what ends up causing autoimmune diseases. We're talking about heart disease and stroke, rheumatoid arthritis, pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, multiple other autoimmune diseases that can be stopped. This is an epidemic. It's not been recognized that way, but when you look at the numbers of the number of people that die from heart disease and strokes, the pain and suffering that people go through with these different cancers that are formed, all blamed by and large on this process that goes on within them. As a dentist, when I discovered tooth whitening, the way I did that was reading about some periodontal surgery, and the dentist that was doing the surgery put hydrogen peroxide inside of the pack, that after he did the suture and did the surgery and put the sutures in, he would put the pack around the teeth to keep food out, but he used hydrogen peroxide to lower the possibility of infection, to kill the bad bugs. Well, he also said that the teeth adjacent to the pack that had the hydrogen peroxide turned white. Wow. It wasn't too long after that I came along with lifelike tooth whitening products. In that research, I also learned that there's a serious problem with gum disease that can, there is an answer to slow that process, because the process is devastating. Heart disease, stroke, rheumatoid arthritis, pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, multiple serious immune diseases that impact people, debilitate them for life. Something can be done about it to prevent it, and that is to break up the biofilm. So we introduced Para-Renew, 2% hydrogen peroxide. Food and Drug Administration approves the use of 3%. So we're ahead of the game. Safety, but more important, to stop that possible link that science has now proven that connects these diseases, and it's right here in the mouth, gum disease. 75% of adults suffer and are at risk in their life from these diseases.